Howdy, welcome to the first video in what I hope to be a series of videos capturing different work and restoration points that go on with my 58 Plymouth Belvedere. This has been a dream car of mine since I was a little kid and saw the opening few minutes of Christine. I picked this car up out of Colorado about 3 years ago, and since then it has turned into the most expensive shelf I've ever purchased. And to quote the great sage and eminent smartass Larry, once your car becomes a shelf, you lose respect for it. And that has made me feel guilty ever since. So I'd like to use these videos as a way of keeping motivated and possibly getting suggestions and feedback as the work goes on. Since I've had the car, I've mostly been collecting parts and pieces, things that I know I needed. I haven't undertaken anything major. I've rebuilt the carburetor. The original Poly starts, smokes like a son of a gun. The training will drop into gear, but I've never moved the car under its own power because the brake pedal went right to the floor, and in my book you got to make it stop before you can make it go. So I've currently started the brake rebuild. I've gotten all the drums turned, picked up a couple brake shoes. I have new cylinders to go in all the way around. Master cylinder rebuild kit to do as well. And then hopefully I can get it moving. A couple things I'd like to cover in this first introduction video is just where the car is and the things going on with it. You can tell all the interior is going to have to be redone. I do have that centerpiece. It's in the trunk, but it's busted up. The floorboards are rough. Only a couple holes, but I think they're reusable. I don't think I'm going to have to replace anything major there. I am going to have to replace some panels in the trunk, though. I think all the glass is keepable. There's a couple spots on the windshield I'm going to have to buff out. But as far as, you know, the separation, I absolutely love that in old cars. You can't pay to have that kind of history and patina. Shot of the engine bay. The only thing I've really done under here is a new battery, as I said, carburetor rebuild kit, and just scraped a bunch of grease off the engine block. I have had the radiator repaired. Gonna have to excuse the helicopters. I live next to a Navy base. The typical rot on the front fenders. And you can see that there's some damage that's happened on the bumper, and when you get under the car and look, you can tell it's bottomed out on something. Probably snow or a dirt road. Most of the body mounts have been, you know, ripped from the main frame. Will have to be straightened and re-welded. I have most of the trim for the car. That one piece on the driver's side rear where we started the video is ripped and will have to be replaced, and I don't have something for that. That's going to be a bit of a nightmare to come up with. As far as body work, my main worry is these oil cans on the roof, oil can dents. Probably got about 6 of those total, and may have to pay somebody to fix that. Other than that, I think the car is pretty well complete. I have a replacement fender for the front driver's side. I have the patch panels from the front fender on the passenger side. I think everything else can be pretty much straightened, bondoed, you know, taken care of. I think the guy that had it in Colorado hauled it around his property with a backhoe and pretty much tore up all my lower valances in the front and rear. But I think they're salvageable. Well, feel free to post comments, post restoration suggestions, things like that. Anything that becomes, derogatory or, negatively club related, I'll end up deleting. Just be forewarned. And I look forward to sharing more of my car with you. Bye.